Welcome to the Words with Wade podcast. Founder of Uncut Media Group, a hip-hop blogger with over 10 years experience, editor-in-chief of UncutMagazine.net, he's Wade Blogs. Pokemon Go expert, comic book fan, and an overall wild card, she's Ari. Founder, artist, and CEO of A Game Records, he's G-Lai. And now, here's your host, Wade Blogs.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the Words with Wade podcast episode. We just did this.
Yeah, I told you was going to forget.
43. I, of course, am your host, Wade Aloysius Blogs. Mr. Quid Pro Quo, a.k.a. the
Wait for it.
Wade Blogs.
Mm-hmm.
Joining me, and I feel like I say this all the time, I need to give you something.
You don't.
Because it's just like a G's here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I need to give you something like something.
That's it in itself. G's here.
G-Line's in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Before we continue, Ari, as you know, you follow her on social media, you listen to the show, she's going through some medical issues. She said it, the gastro, I don't want to say it incorrectly, but I know it's with her intestines and such. And she's in the hospital right now, so we wish her well, speedy recovery. Hopefully she'll be here for next week's show. The next two shows are going to be very spectacular here, and we'll get into that a little later. But as always, as we start with this podcast, we like to catch up on our week and how it's been since the last we spoke to y'all, Uncut Nation. So, G.
Oh, I had a great week.
Okay, talk about it.
I had a great week. My mom came to visit, yo.
That's what's up.
So that means I was able to go to work and go to sleep. she was holding down the house. Like, the first night I came home from work. Well, the first morning I came home from work, it was just nothing but bleach in the air.
That's hilarious.
It was just nothing but bleach. I was like, so you couldn't help yourself. She was
that.
just in the kitchen just cleaning.
That's what's
everything
up.
just clean. I had already took stuff out that I was about to cook for dinner, like later on that day. She was like, "No, I'm about to cook both of these."
Oh, that's what's up.
It was some steak and some country style pork ribs. So she was like, "Nah, I'm just gonna cook both of them." That threw the sides with it, and that just started off the week. So that's how it was. By the end of the week, I was off for work, so I was able to sit down, relax, kick it with my mom. We did some cheese tasting and some wine tasting at the crib.
I saw that.
Watching the movie and whatnot. Then I ended up bringing the grill out yesterday, which was kind of impromptu. We were supposed to be taking the kids to Chuck E. Cheese, but
oh man, I had my girls with me. You should hit me up. We came through.
Yeah, see, that was crazy because one of my oldest son, Micah, one of his friends came over. Nightmare's son. They're like best friends, so he ended up coming over, and we were supposed to be going to Chuck E. Cheese. That was the plan. But when they get together, they get so in their world that they forget. Like, they just lose track of time. So they was in the room laughing, joking, playing, sword fighting, wrestling, playing video games. And my youngest was in there too, not making a sound. Like, he won't scream or yelling. So I was like, hey, I'm not going to interrupt him. I'm going to let him go.
Yeah.
The next thing I know, it was like 6 o'clock in the evening. And, Mom's was like, I'm hungry. I was like, I'm hungry too. We got some bratwurst and some hot dogs and hamburgers or whatnot from the joint, from the grocery store or whatnot. So grill came out. And of course, when it was time for Alec to go, they was like, but we didn't go to Chuck E. Cheese. It was like, hey, y'all been playing all day.
Of course.
I won't go stop y'all. But other than that, man, it was a real smooth week. The best thing about it is I was finally able to get my son outside to teach him to ride his bike.
That's what's up.
Like, I had bought him a bike last summer with no training wheels and everything on it, and he got on it and was dabbling with it a little bit, but he was getting frustrated easy because the other kids and everybody was outside and they was looking. So he kind of felt the pressure and just was like, nah, I just want to go in the house. So I end up being able to get him outside, him and his little brother, because his little brother still has his my oldest's bike with the training wheels on it. So we just set him on there and kind of push him around on it. But my oldest, I was able to get him on a bike, and once he got the hang of the balance thing, he took off.
That's what's up.
It was exciting. It was like watching him take his first steps all over
That's
again.
what's up. Yeah, that independence. I kind of wish my girls would have had that, because I remember when they were that age, both of them, Nicole being the oldest, when she was that age first, and I was like, look at your bike, because I want you to have that independence. You know what I'm saying? Where you can just. She was like, nah, I'm good.
And see, that's what I was trying to get my son on. That's what I kept telling him. He was like, I don't want to do this. It's not fun. I was like, son, trust me. I said, once you learn how to ride your bike,
exactly,
it's going to be fun. I'm not going to be able to get you off of your bike.
Exactly.
I don't want to do it. As soon as he got on there and he was gone, that was it. Exactly. Because the following day, he was like, Daddy, can I go ride my bike? Sure.
I wish I was there, because I wanted to force her, but her mother was like, nah, their mothers are like, nah, let them do. And they're looking back on it like they should have learned, because that would have opened up a different, world for them.
Right. And that's how I felt. Like, last thing I wanted him to do was be like 13, 14 and not know how to ride a bike, and you outside and everybody, like, at some point they was riding bikes and you just outside and you can't go play because you don't know how to ride your bike. Right. Or you on a push scooter trying to keep up. Like, nah, we not doing that.
Well, see, it's different too. You have boys.
Yeah.
So it's different. It's a little different. But still, I wish I would have. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's never too late.
And they kind of old. I don't want my teenage daughters be trying to ride a bike. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
Like, they gonna look really crazy.
Why?
They gonna look really crazy.
Shoot, when I was out there teaching Micah how to ride his bike, my mom was like, "Let me see your bike." So she got on my bike, and I don't have a mountain bike. I got a BMX.
Right, but she knows how to ride already.
Yeah,
imagine she was teaching her how to ride.
But my mom is in her 60s on a BMX.
That in itself is a sight. Shout out to my dudes, but that's a sight.
And so Micah was looking at at his grandma like, she know how to ride a bike. I was like, yes, Micah, we all know how to ride a bike. This is why you need to learn. Trust me.
But my girls are at that age where they're prissy now.
Nah,
well, Nicole's not prissy.
That'd be all right.
Sierra's very prissy.
Well, then just get her a 10-speed with the thin wheels. The racing 10-speed joints. Yeah. That's kind of prissy. Or that or like the slim beach cruiser with the basket in the front.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, you got to get, the bike is supposed to match the person's personality.
Yeah. Well, they're at, try not to date myself. Nicole's at that age where,
I don't know why you keep saying this like you're old. You're not old, bro.
I'm not old, but I'm old.
Okay.
Nicole's at that age where we're teaching her how to drive a car.
Okay.
Sierra's next. It's not far behind. She's not far behind, but Nicole's still scared to drive a car. So.
All right, so all the more reason be like, all right, well, you scared to drive a car. Well, let me put you on this bike and see how you feel about that.
It's not a bad idea. Actually.
Yeah, put you on this bike, see how you feel about that. Oh, it's too hot outside. You don't want to ride this bike. Well, you didn't stop being afraid to drive the car with the AC in it.
It's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
It'll work. Trust me.
Maybe. We'll see.
Sometimes you got to show off on them too. Because I was outside doing wheelies, riding on my pegs and all of that.
I ride with no hands and all types of stuff.
Exactly.
I be driving like that. I'm like, see, Nicole, what I'm doing? Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm with it. Parallel parking and everything. You got you. She's like, damn, you what you doing? Changing lanes and everything, girl. Look at me.
So I was weak, bro.
With no hands. I got this. So, all right. So the week, like I said, I'm back to full-time blogging. UncutMagazine.net.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm getting some interesting emails. I want to listen. Last week, Uncut Nation, I told you about hitting me up on Xbox Live. Apparently, some of y'all are not listening to this, so it's still hitting me up, and I don't know if it's from the podcast because my Xbox name, all my names are the same. Like it's branded. Like the Wade Blogs is my username on everything: PlayStation, Xbox, Snapchat, whatever. So people are hitting me up and like, hey, this is Wade. And they're not saying where they're from. They're just like, oh, I know you. You're Wade. and they're like I played GTA, okay, and then I had GTA on my Xbox 360, and I had my character all the way up to like 100 or something, but now I have the Xbox One, and the character doesn't transfer. If you're a video game head, pay attention. You know this. The character attributes don't transfer from Xbox 360 to Xbox One, unfortunately. It used to, but Xbox stopped that. So I had to basically start all over on GTA. So people are finding me and like, why is your character a 1? Like, you're supposed to be way below. Why is your character a 1? I'm like, dude, I had to start over again. You know that if you play in this game. If you're 147 and I'm a 1, you know what's going on. Like, come on, stop trolling me. So I had to deal with that.
That's terrible, yo.
And then, because my schedule is so busy during the day, I only can play like at 2 in the morning when I should be asleep. I'm up playing GTA. So I got these annoying kids and had to deal with that stuff. People trolling me. You're only a 1. You're only a 1. Hey, man, shit, I got stuff to do. I can't play this all the time. You know what I'm saying? I should be asleep right now, but I'm playing with y'all motherfuckers. Leave me alone.
See?
That happened. Have both my girls this week. School clothes shopping for Sierra because she's, I guess I can say that she's starting high school. So it's an important, like, she's out of uniforms and all that stuff, so got to make sure she's flying wonderful.
And the independence.
Yeah.
The individuality.
So and she's used to shopping with her mother because in years past, she's had uniforms. So school clothes shopping was really basically getting her fly shoes. But now she has a whole outfit to get. And she's used to doing that with her mother. So me and my daughter, my oldest, Nicole, are trying to teach her how to shop. We went to the outlets, which is like their favorite spot all of a sudden. And
that's usually teenagers' favorite spot when they first starting to get clothes, because it looks like it's just so much out there and you can get everything that you want and a bunch of name brand stuff. Yeah. I fucking hate going to the outlets. It's really nothing. It's really nothing there. But we went there because Sierra wanted to go, and she's just like overwhelmed. Like, there's so much stuff. Like, not really, baby. It's really not. It's not like I bought me like a t-shirt, this t-shirt, and that was it. Like, it was really nothing there. But we bought her a bunch of stuff from there. Then we went to Lynn Haven Mall. Then went to Pembroke Mall. Then Greenbrier Mall. Like, because when I shop, I go different places. I just don't hit one place and then go. Especially when it's for a wardrobe. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You just don't do one thing and then you're done. So
because you'll end up with the same wardrobe that somebody else got.
Exactly. And then also the plan of this is also to tire them out. So when we get home, they go to bed. Like, and once again, my kids are not little kids; they're both teenagers. But this plan still works. Parents and kids, if you're out there listening, this is the plan.
This is what we do to y'all.
We tire you out, so when I get home, go to sleep.
Yep.
And that was the first thing they did. They like, yeah, we're tired.
Yep.
Good job.
I'm gonna get you some Burger King on the way back too.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I took them to this restaurant in Greenbrier. Had some Italian food.
Oh wow.
So your Italian food.
I'm about to say a whole bunch of pasta.
Ah man, they came home. Look, we left the house at like 2 p.m. Came home like 10:30.
Oh yeah.
Straight to bed.
Yeah, I'm about to say day's over.
Straight to bed.
Day's over.
So I had the whole night to myself. I was like, oh man, this is so good.
Yeah.
This is quiet. They were knocked out. Best thing ever. What else happened? Blogging world, you know, everyone knows about the Jay-Z interview that dropped and kind of broke the internet for a second. It was so funny because, and I've done this quietly for a while, but I guess I can say it publicly. Like, I've always looked at like other blogs as my competition, so I don't like bigging them up because I'm a blogger myself and I've been a blogger longer than some of these other bloggers, especially Rap Radar. And a little secret, a secret about Rap Radar I've never really told anybody. I almost worked for Rap Radar, like this close. When they first started, I was a blogger already, and Elliot had sent out like an email looking for a late night blogger, somebody just to blog overnights, and I'm always up. So in the beginning, I would send him things, like small things, like maybe 2 or 3 things. Send them to him. He would like, shout out, appreciate it. That's it. And I know he put out a post for he wanted people to work for the joint. Same thing with Vlad TV. I almost worked for Vlad TV. But I said
Vlad is the fed, sure.
But see, I'm so glad in hindsight that I didn't work for Vlad.
Yeah, I don't care what nobody say, yo. Vlad is the fucking fed.
Now you see the shit was going on. Yeah, I almost worked for Vlad. Vlad started when he started Vlad TV. He posted.
Sorry.
You good? He started Vlad TV. He posted on Twitter like, I'm looking for people to work for Vlad TV. What turned me off from Vlad, hindsight being 2020, he had a negotiation with somebody live on Twitter, and they was like, why are you doing this on Twitter?
Really?
Yeah. He was like, well, if you can't put it in front of the public, why would I do it anyway? And I was like, nah, I can't fuck with you.
Dead.
Yeah, I was like, I can't fuck with you for that. But yeah, so anyway, the Rap Radar interview, and I was a little tight. I was like, okay, I'm not really tight because Rap Radar is title, you know what I'm saying? So I knew it was going to happen eventually. But damn it, man, it's Hove. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's Hove. Like I was a little tight. I'm not going for it. I was looking at the video and I was like,
shit happens.
Fuck, that could have been me.
Could have been me.
Could have been me. I said it a lot. Could have been me. But anyway, it was a dope interview. Shout out to them for it. And what else?
I'm about to say the spread on the table,
but no one touched the food the entire time.
But I think they ate before.
I do feel that way. Like that was the leftovers. They just finished eating.
Yeah,
and they're drinking.
It was like, all right, let's cue the interview.
I did feel that way. But yeah, that happened. Music dropped, all that good shit. Parent life, all that good shit. I did have a funny thing happen. So, like I said, I was up with my daughters yesterday.
Is it story time with Wade?
Yeah. Kind of story time. Wait. Okay, so I'm out with my daughters yesterday, and as I said before in this podcast, I'm a single man, and I have 2 daughters, and I look young. I look like I'm like 22, so you don't think they're my daughters. So I'm out, and
so you just out looking like a pimp.
Yeah, well, something like that.
You out looking like R. Kelly.
something like that. So I'm out, and I run into this girl that I've been trying to what's the proper word for it?
Court.
Let's go with that. I run into this girl I'm trying to court, and she gives me the side eye, like, oh, you out here with 2 girls. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta kind of explain to her, these are my kids. Like, these are not girls, these are my kids. And she kind of looked at me like, yeah, whatever. Listen, I don't be out there. I don't be out like that. These are my kids. Leave my kids alone. I hate when people look at my kids like, they ain't your kids. Yeah, look at them. They look like me. They look just like me. I can't help I started early. Yeah. But anyway, that's enough.
I think we all started early, though.
That's the thing. People be like, yo, your kids are old. Not really. I just started early. Like early. Like
niggas got the humping.
Yeah, man. Shit happens. Our generation was just doing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I find that this generation, now, the kids now are not really about sex like that. But when we were kids, like, we were trying to fuck immediately. Like, we were trying to fuck immediately. But these kids don't really care about shit like that. But that's enough of that. Let's get into the rundown.
The rundown.
We need Ari voice.
The rundown.
That was Ari. The rundown. Anyway.
No offense, Ari.
Love
can't
you.
Can't quite get it.
Can't get the
rundown.
Because you know the first thing she's gonna say is, I don't sound like that.
I don't sound like that.
But let's get into the whole interview. And there's so many jewels. When I started the rundown, as I've told you before on this podcast. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm about to say you just skipped everything.
Hold on, before I even get to the rundown, shout out to Cakes. I'm doing this on purpose, ladies and gentlemen. Cakes batter. Cakes. She's something like my bae.
Cakes.
I'm doing this on purpose. Cakes. Shout out to her, but I lost my train of thought.
The Cakes will do that.
Cakes would. Yeah,
the Cakes will do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. The Cakes will definitely do that. But shout out to Cakes. She will be here soon. I've been talking about her for the last couple of podcasts. So she'll be on the episode soon. More to come later. So back to the rundown. As you know, Uncut Nation. When the rundown happens, I get some stories for the week that we didn't want to discuss. I normally do it like Friday. Try to do like Friday afternoon, so it gives you time to research everything. So I would say I dropped the rundown. Let's just give it a time.
This was an early Friday rundown too.
Yeah, it was because I knew, because you kind of knew the week was going. Stuff was happening. It was like, yeah, we're gonna talk about this, and this, and this.
This was an early one.
You know what I'm saying? So I dropped the rundown early because I'm early. I'm feeling good. Life is good. I'm feeling good.
Feeling good. Feeling great. Feeling grand. How are you?
Exactly. How are you? Yeah. So I dropped the rundown, and then all of a sudden, like a lot of times when I do stuff in my rap career, my rap journalism blogger career / I've done something, and then Hove comes and mess it up. like you're like, I did this.
So you felt like Young Buck.
Here's Hove. I know, right? Buy my album too. It was. I remember a couple years ago, I took a Christmas vacation, and I didn't blog for like a week. Hove came with a new album. I had to post it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Hove always just pops up, and you can't ignore Hove. So I dropped the rundown. Then shortly after the rundown comes out, the whole interview drops.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say, and I've said this on Twitter, I'm going to this on the record. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you're stupid. But I think this is the definitive Jay-Z interview. I think not because of, and no discredit to B. Dot or Elliot, not because of the questions that were asked, because I think anyone could have asked those questions. I think because Hov was so candid.
Yeah.
It really felt like he was just being honest. Maybe because he was relaxed, he was at his house. Or maybe he's just at that age. You know, you get to a certain age, you just don't give a fuck no more. You don't care about the outside perception. You know
Very true. Because from the video clips that I seen, I didn't get to watch the full interview yet. I'll probably do it sometime today. But from the clips that I've seen of it, like, you can see Jay's age in his face now.
Yeah, you definitely can.
So it shows, and it's just like, it's almost, it's the OG status that be at the cookout sitting in the back with the beer cooler.
Yeah.
Like, he's not moving around, he's not doing a lot. But if you come over there, like, you gonna have like the best conversation, and you gonna end up sitting over there for the rest of the night, you know, besides going to go get your plate.
Right.
But other than that, you just gonna sit there and you just gonna soak up some shit.
Yeah, like the interview, and I've said this about 444. Like, for me, I quantify it personally because it reminds me of my uncle. It's like a conversation with my uncle, who was very instrumental in raising me. He was giving me game all the time, and most uncles are like that. I think I'm getting to that uncle age where I'm not old enough to be dad, but I'm old enough to be the cool uncle. But I am dad, and I am the cool. I have nieces. I am the cool uncle.
No, I'm not that uncle.
I'm the cool. Well, I don't know. My brother Jamal might be the cool uncle. Cause I'm the strict uncle.
I'm not that uncle. I'm the Mike Lowry. You just came home, and I ain't going back, uncle.
It's funny.
Minus the gay shit. Say it in that one.
It's funny because and this is a total sidebar, but we'll get back to the whole in a second. It's funny because, like, years ago, a girl called me that. She's like, Uncle Wade. And it was like, because, you know, it was that time where everyone was like Uncle Charlemagne, Uncle Joe. Like, you know, you get to that age where you're not dad. They don't see you as a dad, but they see you as an adult. Yeah. And I was like, no, I'm not that age yet. No, I'm that age. I'm like right there. Like, I'm Charlemagne and Joe's age, or all of us are around the same age. Sure. So yeah, I'm Uncle Wade now. Uncle Wade. But back to the interview. Yeah, the interview felt really organic. It felt like Jay was comfortable. He had points to tell. It felt like, to me, Jay called the interview. Jay was like, yo, I want to interview.
Pretty much. Like,
I want to talk. Let's talk. Not like he came to him like, hey, Jay, you want to do an interview? Like, yo, Jay. Like, Jay was like, Elliot, B. Dot, sit down. Let's talk.
Pretty much.
Dope interview. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you go see.
It's a movie.
Yeah.
I suggest you go see it.
Well, it's an hour, so yeah. How you go see it, uncutmagazine.net, is entirely up to you.
Shameless plug.
Is entirely up to you. It is a title exclusive for right now. Uncutmagazine.net.
Shameless plug.
Feel free to go watch it. Uncutmagazine.net. It's a great interview. Watch it from front to back to front. Watch it several times to digest the tidbits, because there's hidden gems in this interview that a lot of people. I mean, there are certain things that everybody talks about. The Kanye part, the Solange part, the Big Baller Brand part, and we're gonna talk about those too. But there's some gems in there.
Fuck Nike.
Yeah, fuck Nike. Yeah. And I don't mean fuck Nike as fuck Nike, but fuck Nike.
But fuck the thing.
Yo, Hov's voice is so funny to me, and it's always been that way. Because Hov's voice, him talking, rapping is the same thing. You know, style. But to me, it's always been funny because that's one of the things I stopped rapping for, because I hated my voice. So to hear Hov talk, it's just fine. I find it hilarious.
Yeah.
So let's get into, I guess the clickable, because you know the clickbait. The clickable portions of this interview. For me, of course, the Kanye thing is a big thing, and I think everyone will gravitate to the Kanye thing immediately.
Yeah, I think that was something that a lot of people were curious about him expanding on. As far as how he felt and what, I guess, provoked him to actually mention Ye in that facet. I think,
and once again, I think it's just Hov being candid, because, you know, in history, Hov doesn't talk about certain things. It's just, you know, that's just, he's a man of respect, so we don't do certain things. But I think it was important in today's generation to elaborate on his position with Ye. Now, if you haven't heard the clip, let me give y'all this clip really quick here. So the question was asked about his relationship with Ye. Let's go into that.
How did you and Solange?
Nope, wrong clip. My fault.
Oh, see, look,
Press the wrong button.
here we go.
We'll get
Again.
into that later. Here we go.
He heard me, you can't bring my kids into my wife into it. Like Kanye's my little brother. He's talked about me 100 times. He made a song called Big Brother. We've gotten past bigger issues, but you brought my family into it. Now that's a problem with me. That's a real problem. Now we have to. He knows the problem because me and him would have been talked about. We'd have been resolved our issue. But you know that he crossed the line. I know him. He knows. He knows. Only he has to know. I know he knows.
That's real talk, though. I mean, and you think about, go back to that interview, and I don't have I had the audio, but it was just too long, and I didn't feel like editing all that crazy shit that Kanye was talking. Go back to the interview he did. To Hova's point, he did bring up Beyonce and the kids, and that's when he said, you know, Jay, don't send the killers at me. I know you got killers.
Yeah, when he was on stage and all of that.
That dumb shit. And we've here on this podcast and as a culture have criticized Kanye for that statement as well. Other podcasts, radio stations have done that. So Jay was like, for me, I'm surprised that he, once again, because Jay's being this candid, surprised he addressed it in that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't bring my wife and kids into this. Like, you're my little brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But G, were you surprised that he
went straight at it?
Yeah, direct with like ain't no secret like
Nah. I wasn't surprised at it. Cause when Jay is one of those people that I always feel like when he speaks, he's already thought about it, whether he should speak on it, and if he decides to speak on it, how he's going to speak on it. Right. I feel like he does all of that, you know, behind the scenes. That's why he doesn't do but so many interviews. So when he does an interview, anything that he's talking about, it's like you said, it's on his own terms. Like it almost feels like he called him like, look, y'all need to come sit down and talk to me and let me go ahead and address a bunch of shit that people have been wanting to know about, and I feel comfortable doing so. But I mean, at the same time, we all know, like, it's certain things that you don't mention. I don't care how close our relationship is. There's certain things that you just don't do. There are certain lines that you don't cross.
This is very true.
And that's pretty much what Jay was addressing. Like, at the end of the day, bro, like, me and you can have whatever problem. We can sit down. We could talk about it. Like, man, we could step out in the yard, you know, throw these hands, whatever. We gonna be cool. But when you take it to another level and you bring my wife and my kids into it, now it's a level of disrespect that you're challenging me as a man protecting my household.
Right.
So that just escalated the whole thing. It's not, you know, a mano a mano, like machismo, man versus man type situation. Right. Now I got to protect their honor plus mine.
Right.
And that just, that puts a whole different spin on the situation. So I'm curious to see at this point what Ye, if anything, has to say in response.
Now and I hate the term, but playing devil's advocate, maybe Ye didn't think of it as I'm talking about his wife and kids, because Ye's a little brother, like that's my sister.
True. So
maybe he didn't think about, you know what I mean, they my kids, they my nieces, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure if the roles were reversed, if Jay would have said something about Kim, you know, Ye would have reacted. He might have actually just flew off the handle with it. Yeah. So, I mean, it's really no excuse for it. Like once you speak on a man's family, like that just is a different level. Like we all grow up knowing that, even whether you had a certain upbringing or not, it's just certain things that we just know as men. Is certain lines you just don't cross, and that was a line that got crossed.
Everyone knows the old what is it, Godfather line? A man is a man if he can't take care of his family.
Right.
Hov even said that in 444.
Yeah.
Like everyone knows the family is the line you don't cross. Yeah. And Hov said,
your hashtag that you've been throwing ever since the album dropped, no one wins when the family feuds.
No one wins. Yeah. Facts. So it was to me, like, once again, I said just Hov's candor, because I interview people, and I've interviewed people in my career. a lot of times you ask these personal questions or questions that you really want to answer to, and they give you the quote unquote rapper response. Well, you know what I'm saying? You know how niggas get down, son. You know what it is. You know what I mean? You know what it is. I hate that. You know what it is. No, I'm asking you, fucker, because I don't know. Tell me what it is. I hate that. So
Kevin Hart voice.
Yeah.
Why would you throw a pin at it? You don't even know what it is.
Yeah. So once for Hov just being open, and I felt like with 444 and just this level of where Hov is at in his life, where he's just cool with shit. Like, fuck you, I'm me. So for that part, for the Kanye part, and it was more to the clip. If you haven't heard, Hov says he loves Kanye. He loved that Kanye is so open, so emotional, he can do things. Hov said that.
Yeah.
But he crossed the line, and he knows he crossed the line. And what will it take? Well, first, I think it's going to take Kanye to, like, maybe publicly apologize.
Yeah.
Because he did it in public, so he should apologize in public.
And I totally agree with that. Like, first off, you're not supposed to make private matters public anyway.
Fact.
But once you do so, at least have the decency, the honor and principle, if you've made a situation public, to be able to take that same forum and apologize.
Facts.
I hate when people do stuff publicly and then want to apologize in private. Like, nah, you was in a fucking concert and decided to go ahead and do that. So at your next show, you need to apologize.
And Hov said it's too much
on the floating stage.
yeah, right. Too much time has passed where he know he's crossed the line. Like, if you talk to somebody on a regular basis and then all of a sudden you stop talking because of disagreement, you know there's something wrong. Both parties know there's an issue.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, oh, well, he tripping, I don't know what's wrong with him. No, you know.
Yeah, you know.
So at this point, I would say it's really on Kanye to extend the hand. Like,
yeah,
yo,
you got to extend that olive branch.
I fucked up, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I fucked up. So more parts of the interview I want to get to. I have actually my cliff notes here. Yeah, I took notes. I actually took notes with this interview, which is hilarious. I took notes on several points because, like I said, I hate interviewing. I hate doing interviews. I hate being interviewed. But this interview was just very organic. It didn't feel like an interview. It felt like friends talking. And I think because Elliot, and it's no secret, Elliot and Hov have been friends forever. So I think that was a dynamic to it. Should I call? I feel like I'm called like he my homeboy Elliot. Where are we at? Let's go to the next. The Future comment. Now I don't have a clip of that, but I do have the writing. Well, because everybody took that line about Future
as a diss. It wasn't.
I didn't think it was a diss.
It was just very witty wordplay.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a diss at all. And Hov literally said, and I quote, "I don't have any problems with him. I don't have a reason to try to embarrass him. It was just a rap thing." We're so sensitive with rap too. Yeah. And I think it was just a rap. It was just a witty line.
Yeah, it was a lyric. Now, the crazy thing is, if Fab would have said it, it would have just went as a witty line. Like, oh, okay, cool. Damn, that was cool of Fab to say that. Yeah. No, because it's Jay. Oh, it has to be a diss. No, it wasn't a fucking diss.
And what's crazy is they just did the song "I Got the Keys Together." So
exactly.
Why would he? You know what I'm saying?
Why am I gonna turn around and say something about you and you haven't done anything to me for me to attack you? No.
Look at Hov's career. He's never attacked anybody unwarranted, or it hasn't been coming. Even when him and Nas were beefing, everyone kind of knew that was coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for him to just have a song with Future, and then all of a sudden he beef, come on, y'all, chill out. Y'all making something out of nothing. We so sensitive.
I hate that shirt, bro. I really hate that shirt.
You can't say a rapper's name no more without people thinking you're dissing them. He didn't really
You can't even say a sequence of words that mirror any song title or any lyrics that they may have put out without it being considered a diss.
I remember it was a point where it was an interview I heard years ago where Ja was like, "I can't say 50 in any of my rounds anymore. I can't be talking about anything, but if I say 50, you're gonna automatically assume I'm talking about 50.
Yeah.
So I can't use 50 anymore. I can say 49 plus 1. Like he literally said I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's sad, but we've become oversensitive. I think there's a better word for that. But oversensitive to the people calling us out for no reason.
Motherfuckers need to toughen up.
Yeah, you need tough skin.
Period.
And here's another interesting quote, and I've said this before, but I forgot about this. Since it's actually one of my favorite whole songs. He was talking about how everyone says this album was so honest and so vulnerable. Hova actually said, like, I've never been so open for so long. Usually it's 1 song, 2 songs, 3 songs on an album, then it's sprinkled in other songs. But for an entire album to make 10 basically "You Must Love Me" is new. And "You Must Love Me" was
I'm about to say it was dope that he used that song.
"You Must Love Me" is a whole fans volume 1.
Volume 1. It's number
10. Is it "You Must Love Me"?
It's on the B side.
Yeah, it's like the last song.
Yeah. So it's like number either 12 or 14. I can't remember how many tracks is on there.
What's crazy about "You Must Love Me" is
it had a video too.
Yeah, Kelly Price. Shout out to Kelly Price. Kelly Price. That song was very and when he said that, I was right. You're right. Hov does is like once an album, this can't be life. You know what I'm saying? Like
14.
Song track number 14. He does his like one song every album. That old school feel. You know when you drop back in the day, you drop an album and like you have that one personal song. You're like your last song. Yeah. They don't do that no more. But he has done this like 1 song, 2 songs.
We still do it on
album.
AGR. Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. So I think for even new listeners or even longtime fans of Hov, you just haven't had him been that open for an entire album.
Yeah.
And it was good to me. I hope it kind of starts to trend. I think his success with this album also quantifies like Cardi B's success. And segue to Cardi B. We're not finished with Hov yet. We're going back.
She's winning, but
she's so. I think that's what people gravitate to Cardi for. She's so honest.
Yeah,
Cardi is Cardi.
Yeah, the interview that they did when she was going into the concert, and the girl asked her, she was like, "So what you gonna do when you first get off stage?" She was like, "Drink some water." The girl started laughing. Was like, "Okay, you got me on that one." And then she was like, "Well, if you could perform with any Atlanta artist, who would it be?" She was like, "The nigga I'm fucking." Like, why are you asking me some dumbass obvious shit?
Like, and that's the thing. I think she's just honest, and we appreciate that.
It's been so much smoke and so many mirrors in the game for so many years that there's been so many scandals and stuff that just seem to come from behind the scenes. If you're gonna be in front of the camera, like, genuinely live your life in front of the camera. Like, if you don't want to be in the spotlight or you don't want certain things in the spotlight, don't be in a position where you're in the spotlight. This is, unfortunately, this is what you signed up for. Like, this is part of being a celebrity. Your life becomes an open book for anybody to read and scrutinize. It just is what it is. So the best thing to do to control your career and control social media and the tabloids and everything is beat them to the punch. Yeah. Like, don't let them put out anything about you that you're trying to hide, because if you're trying to hide something, then you're gonna quote unquote get exposed. Exactly. If you're being you in front of the camera, then there's nothing to expose. It's like, no, that's nothing. Like, that's who that is. We know who that person is.
What's the word? And I hate this quote, but it's more true in this generation. How Charlamagne says it: "Live your truth."
Yeah, you gotta live it.
Yeah, you can't. They can't expose you if that's who you are.
Exactly.
Like, what are you going to say about Cardi? We know we've seen. I think that's another part of Cardi's success. We've seen her come up. Exactly. We've all witnessed and feel a part of her come up. We've seen her on Love and Hip Hop, and you know what I'm saying, seen her come up and through rapping and this song working and this. You know, we've seen that. So I think that's a part of this generation. You know, all right. So since we didn't get into that, can we just go ahead and jump into that with the Nicki thing? We gotta come back to Hov. We got a lot to talk about Hov. But yeah, let's go into it.
Why we on it? All right, because with what you just said, like we've watched Cardi come up and everything. I don't understand why it needs to be or has to happen. Her beefing with Nicki. I don't get that. Like, Nicki had her run. Arguably, Remy shut that shit down. But at the same token, the way Nicki handled the situation also shut this shit down.
Exactly.
And then when she's had an opportunity to come back from it, she didn't capitalize on it. Like, her career is on a decline.
Yeah, without question.
Anybody who's arguing that fact at this particular point, you're just delusional with not paying attention just because you're just such a fan of Nicki. And this, I'm not gonna say there's nothing wrong with that, because it is. you need to be able to separate yourself from delusions and facts. Yeah. But you know, if you want to keep your head up her ass, then so be it. But I don't feel like Cardi needs to be addressing anything to do with Nicki. Like the clip that came out of her on stage and she was like, "Nah, the bitch want to be my friend now that the song platinum." Mm-hmm. That's Cardi being honest.
That's Cardi being.
That's cool. Like, I understand that, but it going any further than that, like a diss record or sublimes on social media, none of that needs to happen, because I feel like Cardi's gotten to her point without having any slander around her. And at the end of the day, why can't both of them exist at the same token? Like, that's always been a thing to me in hip hop. Like, why can it only be one chick at the top? Like, to be that one chick, you gotta battle the other chick that's up there. Like, if Nicki, you know, people still rock with Nicki, they still rock with Nicki. That don't mean you can't rock with Cardi too. Like, it doesn't have to be either or. You can rock with both of them.
But I think what's going on with Cardi and Nicki is something that Remy said. The behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's leaking out, because a lot of Remy had said, like, Nicki is, and you know, Nick, I love you here. Shout out to Nick.
Yeah. That's on his end. The words expressed by Wade.
Exactly. You know, we got love for you, Nick. But Remy said Nick's a real asshole to people. Like, Nick treats people bad, and I can see it makes sense.
That's her karma.
It makes that's what I'm saying. It makes sense. I don't believe in karma, but it makes sense. Like, the shit she's done is starting to leak. Like, the facade as it was, it's coming out. When Remy said that, people started paying attention. Like, yeah. And you heard more voices saying, you know, she's right.
Yeah.
People that we don't know, like Wendy Williams, and I'm not bigging up Wendy Williams in any way, shape, form, or fashion, but Wendy was like, yeah, she does do that. Like, no one talks about it, but yes, she does do that. People are coming out, and it's like you're seeing it for yourself. Like, someone Nicki probably dissed coming up is the same person Nicki's seeing coming down.
Yeah.
And that's manifesting itself right now in this situation. Cardi said, the bitch wouldn't be my friend now that I'm platinum.
Yeah. She was like, the bitch never liked me. And
exactly.
now she want to rock.
Like, oh, did you see her tweets? The tweets that Cardi's hilarious. Shout out to Cardi. And I'm on Twitter, I admit it, but I don't be on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I tweet stuff from the site and I talk every once in a while, but I don't pay attention to my timeline. But I follow Cardi, and she was like, the bitch act like she want to eat my pussy from the back now or something. I was like, yo, Cardi's hilarious. Follow Cardi. Like, it's so funny, and if you put it in perspective of everything that happened with Remy, it's like, yeah, you see it now.
Yeah, because I think Nicki has realized that her run is, if not coming to a halt, is slowing down. And it's other females out here that can, you know, put numbers on the board as well as you, if not better than you.
Yeah.
And it's getting back to a point where it's just like, we want to hear other females do things.
Yeah.
So she hasn't I'm gonna say lately, she hasn't really adapted or been innovative or anything. And I think that's another reason why her career is not where it once was because people want something different. They want a little more. And the honesty and the fun Cardi is having is what has propelled her success. Like, people don't always want to be serious or try to be stunned. Like, no, like Cardi goes and just has fun.
Right.
Like, I don't care if you like the song or not. Go fuck. I'm in here dancing. I'm having a ball. Like, you know, if I like it.
It's infectious.
Yeah.
When you see someone genuinely having a good time, you're like, shit, I want to be a part of that.
Exactly.
And if you don't, you're a hater. You know what I'm saying? If people are genuinely having a good time, you're like, man, let's have fun then. And I think, I also think a part of the fall of Nicki Minaj, I might even name the podcast that. The fall of Nicki. That's a pretty good title. Is
sound like a diss record.
It does. It's like a documentary. The fall of Nicki Minaj.
On VH1. A Lifetime or something.
Yeah, exactly. I think, and what people are forgetting, Safari's not around. Bad man, no doubt. That's a horrible Jamaican accent.
It was. I won't gonna say nothing.
I'm not Jamaican. My dad's girlfriend is though, so I'm gonna talk to her. Anyway, I think that's the significant fact into it, because what new music has she put out since the breakup? I mean, the 3-pack from Paris.
That flopped.
That really was a flop. And what else?
That's it.
How long?
Her verse on 2 Chainz track.
2 Chainz, and then she had Gucci Man joint. She's had verses.
And then she had joint with Future.
Yeah, but how long? If you're a quote unquote queen, how long can you go in between projects? Like, especially when Remy's killing you, Cardi's killing you. Cardi's killing you and not even killing you. Like,
yeah, she's not even directly addressing anything like music wise. Like, she's made comments, but she musically she hasn't like sent no shot your way. Like,
I don't how you can't still claim that title as the queen if you're not even active. So I say all this to say, Nicki, make some more music. Get Wayne ghostwriter. Or somebody, Drake to write you something. Somebody, I don't know. Somebody write you some music, because
I mean, you can't ask Drake to do it, because Drake has to go to his hit factory to get his joints.
I mean, it works. He did it for Rihanna.
I mean, and honestly, at this point, I think Drake has decided to go ahead and step back from it as well.
Well, it's funny you bring that up. Segue.
Oh,
Drake. This was the first time in 8 years.
Yep.
That Drake has not been on the Billboard Top 100, which is, first off, that's a big thing.
That's a hell of a fucking run.
That's tremendous. So shout out to Drake for that.
Yeah, I don't care whether y'all like Drake or not.
And
like,
that's what I was about to say.
You have to give him his accolades, yo. Like, you have to acknowledge things that he's done that has not been done before. Nobody not to my knowledge, and nobody in music history has done that. I don't care what genre you talking about. I just mean cross the board. I don't think nobody's ever done that.
I don't think it's been done, and quite frankly, I don't think it can be done again. I mean, and look at the current state of hip hop, and music. Period. Just to be on the Billboard top, to have a song in constant rotation for the last 8 years, that's a hell of a run.
Like, not just on the charts, in the top 100.
Now, TMZ caught up to Drake when he was leaving Tao in Hollywood Thursday and asked his opinion about, his streak ending. So let's see if we can play that audio. Ignore the TMZ drop, obviously. Right there.
Yo, 431 weeks, Drake, man. How's it feel, bro?
I need 500.
What's next? Dancing with the Stars?
This bitch said, "What's next? Dancing with the Stars."
Because that's usually what they say. Yeah, that's what you do when your career's over.
It's TMZ, so. But if you heard what Drake said, he said, "I need 500." So he's going for more. He's setting the mark for breaking his own record. So shout out to Drake. Whether you like him or you don't like him, his music resonates with a lot of people. So we'll leave that at that.
Yeah.
I do want to run back to Hova, because it's so many. I feel like we need a 2-hour podcast just for this whole interview. It's so many things, and I don't want to give you all the entire interview, but you can watch it on Tidal in Uncut Magazine, for free with join Tidal. I know Tidal right now is having well, it's always been their thing, but Tidal's having it where you join 30 days for free. And you can watch the interview and watch whatever you want to watch and listen to. I'm not really into streaming, and I know that's the way music is going. I just haven't caught that wave yet. I just like having all my music. I have a 128 gig iPhone, so I have my entire catalog on my phone, so I'm good. I don't need to stream shit. I have everything. I'm good. Now I did want to touch about the videos and back to the 444 interview, the Tidal interview, the videos, and he said there were songs left off of the album. He said, I'm quoting Hova here. I don't have the audio. I'm quoting him. He said, I didn't want any music videos. Each one is like a documentary or a short, or even the cartoon we made for OJ. I wanted it to be an honest portrayal of what I'm saying in the song. And you see that. And I think I've said on this podcast, he's almost dropped a video for every song, and it's kind of like a documentary. So I'm glad to see I was right with that. It's always good at being right.
Y'all hear him patting himself on the back over there.
So it kind of explains the video for 444 because it didn't match the song. It was really a documentary, and I hate that video. But then he said there's songs that are left out. There's a song called Black Gold, and then part 2, another song, which was the response to Kill Jay-Z before Bam came in. He said it had a beautiful Al Green sample. It was just a couple of pretty much the ones that were on the cutting room floor or whatever I put in the bonus. So basically there's only really 2 songs, maybe 2 or 3 songs that we haven't heard. The rest of the songs are actually on the album, Many Faced God, the other songs he did, blues freestyle, bars, boom shakalaka.
Boom shakalaka.
He talks about streaming, and he goes into detail with streaming. I think I don't have that audio. Watch the video, watch the movie. Let's see. I have some more audio I want to play for y'all because I have a bunch of audio, and I'm trying not to give y'all the entire interview because that wouldn't be fun. But he wants to. But I'm giving y'all what I can. I don't want Tidal to sue me. Shout out to Tidal. Tidal cutting checks now. Tidal got podcast now. just saying. Not messing up the bag. I'm just saying. Tidal has podcasts now. So
that's all I want y'all to understand.
I just want y'all to understand that Tidal looking for podcasts. So y'all know. I would want to go into the thing about Big Baller Brand, and I want to bring this up because I've talked about this before. If you haven't heard the story behind Big Baller Brand, Lonzo Ball, his father. I'm saying this wrong. I'm a Laker fan. I'm saying this wrong. No, Lonzo Ball is the ball player. His son. His father, LeVar Ball, is a little bit rambunctious. Honestly, he reminds me of almost every dad I know. It's not really crazy.
My son can do that.
It's not really crazy what he's doing, but I guess because the mainstream has seen it, they're not used to it. I know dads like that. I know dads out here like that work at 7-Eleven and they're, you know what I'm saying, their kids you don't need a superstar. I know dads like that.
Yeah, but my son will bust your ass on the court.
Yeah, I know dads like that. I know dads that say they can beat Jordan all the time. My dad probably has said that. It happens. Anyway, he started a sneaker company around his sons called Big Baller Brand, and it got a lot of publicity because he was selling his son's sneakers for $495. And he didn't want to sign to Nike. He didn't want to sign to any other company. He wanted to start his own brand, and Jay addressed that. And let me see if I have that audio because I'm not prepared. Let's see. No, that's the beginning.
A lot of
no. Yeah, I'm horrible at this, so forgive me. We'll do some edits here.
Anything's personal. I don't take anything as personal. It could be a lot of things. It could be, I don't know. It could be like self-hate. We have that thing. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody that's like you doing, like your own people doing. I've seen that happen. Like LeVar Ball. I like to talk about other people, so it's not a personal thing with me. LeVar Ball, he said, I'm going to start my own company. Everybody's like, you should sign to Nike. Yeah. Right. Now, he may go about things wrong. He may have a big mouth. Everything he may rub everything. But I bought 3 pair. Why did I buy 3? I didn't get them. You know what I'm saying? But that man, has a vision of his own. Why wouldn't I support him?
Right.
Why wouldn't I support him? He feels like he can move culture, and his son got a big enough name and a big enough brand that they can do it.
Right.
Nike had to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Why do we get so upset when we, us, as a culture, want to start our own shit? That shit is anything's personal.
This shit is puzzling.
Yeah, it's baffling. Yo.
I mean, there's so many jewels in this interview, and I implore you, if you're a fan of the culture, and just if you're a fan of Hov and just the culture, watch the interview. It's a lot you can learn. And I'm just playing the juicy tidbits, the clickbait, the things you'll see on the gram and everything else. But there's so many hidden gems, and not even really hidden. If you watch it, you'll pick it, that you really need to watch with the interview. So shout out to Jay. Shout out to Big Baller Brand. I'm not going to buy you sneakers or anything, but shout out to you. I don't have $495 on those sneakers. So let's continue here.
But it's funny, like Jay would say that, because literally I can't think of the name of the show, but it's a show me and Benny be catching on YouTube, where they interview celebrities in, like, you know, this famous sneaker store that has all the retros and all the old school shoes, period. And they was interviewing Diddy, and the guy asked the question about, have you ever been approached to do like a Biggie Small sneaker, like? And Diddy was like, yeah. He was like, I've been approached by a couple different companies, whether it be, you know, like a sneaker, or, you know, more along the lines like a Versace loafer type thing. And the guy pretty much was like, well, why you ain't did it? He was just like, you know, people brought me certain designs, and I just felt like it wasn't right for, you know, what Big would have actually wore. It has to match him.
Right.
And while Diddy was saying that, I was sitting there thinking in my head, I was like, Diddy got more than enough money. Why he ain't just make a shoe himself?
Exactly.
So me and Benny kind of got into a conversation about it. I was like, it kills me that people feel like they have to partner with like Adidas, Reebok, or Nike to bring their shoe out. Like, why you can't start your own brand and create your own lane for your own shoe? I mean, and with the conversation that me and Benny had, you know, we got into the fact that it can be expensive, and which is halfway true, because you can still get a shoe made pretty cheap. But it comes down to, and Benny brought up a good point. He was like, it's hard to the branding of the shoe to actually get people to acknowledge it, like it, wear it, without having a celebrity stamp on it. Is going to be the issue. Yeah. So with the way he went about creating his son's shoe, I see why he did it, and I think it could have been successful. I think the main thing that the two main points that a lot of people disliked about it was they didn't like the design of the shoe, and they didn't like the price. The design of the shoe can be overlooked, because I've seen a lot of niggas buy some fucked up shoes.
These are facts. These are facts.
Just because there was an athlete's name attached to it.
These are facts.
For like, you know, $150 to damn near $300. But it was the name that was attached to it and where they were in their career at the time that the shoe was purchased. Yeah. So if anything, I think he might need to rethink was the timing that he released it.
That brings up a good point. I've heard rumored, I have certain people that once the season starts, and one thing I do want to say, a lot of people are clowning the Big Baller Brand, because a lot of these celebrities are saying, I bought these sneakers, but I haven't gotten them yet. If you buy the sneakers, you go to the website, the sneakers don't ship until November. So that's why you haven't got them. But I've heard a lot of people saying that once the season starts, the price is going to be lower.
Probably.
So it's just these people are getting on the ground floor. And it's anything when you invest in something. Yeah. And it's essentially what you're doing. You're investing in the company. When you get in the ground floor, it's going to be a lot more expensive, but you're paving the way for the the Zoe 3 and 4 and 5. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So, and the people that are investing in have the money to invest, so let them invest. But to your point, and this is another clip I'm playing. I hope I don't replay clips, because certain things are clipped a certain way, and I don't have control of these clips. I just found clips on the internet. I don't have the time to sit and clip shit. I'm a dad, damn it. My kids,
He was at the outlets.
Yeah, I was shopping with the kids, man. I was shopping with the kids. But there's a clip where Hov talks about give the culture, and we just give it away. And I'm gonna play that and hope it plays properly here. Eventually, Hovito's on. That might be the name of the podcast. Hovie's on, because we talked about Hov like for an hour.
Pretty much.
This is the whole cast. I mean, and everyone's gonna do this because of the interview is so epic. If it plays, maybe not. Shout out the title. Nah, no disrespect. Well,
Anything's personal. I don't take anything as personal. It could be a lot of things. It could be, I don't know. It could be like self-hate. We have that thing. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody that's like you doing, like your own people doing. I've seen that happen. Like LeVar Ball. I like to talk about other people, so it's not a personal thing with me.
Yeah, that was the clip
Ball,
that just played.
He said, I'm going to start my own company. Everybody's like,
so
you just signed a Nike. Yeah. Right. Now, he may go about things wrong. He may have a big mouth.
Everything he
may rub everything. But I bought 3 pair. Why did I buy 3? I didn't get them. You know what I'm saying? But that man has a vision of his own. Why wouldn't I support him?
Right.
Why wouldn't I support him? He feels like he can move culture, and his son got a big enough name and a big enough brand that they can do it.
Right.
Nike had to start somewhere. Yeah. Why do we get so upset when us as a culture want to start our own shit? That shit is puzzling to me. Like I sit back and I'm like, this makes no sense. Like, why can't he start a sneaker? Oh, you dumb, sneakers are terrible. Well, there wasn't any more terrible than. And I don't want to remember. I'm not being negative towards anyone. I've seen some bad sneakers from Under Armour. I've seen some bad sneakers from. I've seen bad Michael Jordan sneakers. Horrible. Yeah. I mean, Michael Jordan obviously is the greatest at making. At some point, he was selling for Nike, and at some point, he broke away and he started building the Jordan brand. I'm sure that was difficult, and I'm sure people at that time when he was building the Jordan brand was like, "You playing yourself? You gonna leave Nike, man?" All due respect, fuck Nike, man. And I don't mean like personal. I mean fuck the thing. Like everyone has this reverence towards these things. Like, I'm sure when we walked in, we started Rock Nation, and everyone looked and said Universal or Def Jam, and like we built the brand. You know what I'm saying? Like it can't happen. We are culture. Nothing moves without us. We just continue to give it away. And it's cool. Everyone can participate. Nike still works with joy. Right. It's just the nature of our relationship has to change.
We have to feel like we can be empowered.
That's what I'm saying.
That was a major key. The we are the culture. Nothing moves without us. I'm quoting him verbatim. But we have to change what we do. And I've said this before. I believe I've said on the podcast. But,
because it's very true. It's very true. That's something we've known for a while.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, we decide not to invest in our own. And it's crazy that would come up because another interview that I was watching, the interview with Master P and the whole Kodak Black situation. And the way Master P was talking about the situation with Kodak and his lawyer kind of got blown out of proportion for it to kind of seem like they were beefing or that Master P was trying to discredit his lawyer, whatever. But I say that to say this, a point that Master P made was, why do we feel so comfortable paying certain, like, people that we don't know X amount of dollars because we feel like they're smarter or that they appear to have their business correct versus giving the money to your homeboy that's been with you the whole way, that's learning the business.
Yes. It's so funny, and I've done this myself. I have this thing where I've done this throughout my whole blogging career where I run into a lot of people. Get back on the mic. I run into a lot of people, and if I can't, for lack of a better, if I can't use you at that moment, I remember you.
Right.
And I'll come back to you. Like my homeboy Harlem Mirrors. What do you call himself now? Paycheck Poppy. Is that what he call himself now?
I'm not sure. I know him as Harlem Mirrors.
Yeah, you know
I know him as Harlem
Paycheck.
Mirrors.
My homeboy for years. He shoots videos, some of the best videos ever.
Mm-hmm.
But at the time where I met him and knew him, I couldn't use him for nothing. But when we decided to start videotaping these podcasts, who was the first person I reached out to? Because that's my homeboy. And I told, he was like, well, yo, I'm in Atlanta now. Stuff's going on. I said, well, listen, I'm not going to pay nobody else if I can't pay my homeboy. Now, I wish more people had that perspective. A lot of us have homeboys that do a lot of things we don't support them. Support your homeboy.
Yeah.
Push the culture forward. Support your family. That's basically what I was saying. Push the culture forward. We're so creative and so dynamic, but we act like because it's my homeboy, it's no big deal.
Yeah, it's sad because if I don't know why, like, we have this mentality that, oh, we got to go outside our culture to expand our brand, to ultimately turn around to try to get our culture and community to support us. It's like almost like a boomerang effect.
Yeah.
Right, we got to step outside of it to get popping over here for us to see, like, other people that's in the culture, the community, to see that we're popping. Oh, we got it popping with, and I'm just gonna say it. Fuck this politically correct shit.
Go ahead.
It's like we got to go over and get acceptance from the white culture. Mm-hmm. And once we popping over there, then the black culture be like, oh, well, shit, the white people fuck with them. We gonna fuck with them too now. When y'all know me, like, I come from y'all. Yeah. Like,
you know what it reminds me of? And it's just a perfect example of that, the whole Missy Elliott thing. Yeah. You know how, like, Missy is from Virginia, for those who don't know. And it's really shocking that people don't know that at this point in her career.
Yeah.
She's from Virginia. She's from Portsmouth, which is my second home.
I trip how many people thought she was a new artist when she came back out.
Yeah, that's really crazy. But she don't really big up Portsmouth because, and I don't know Missy. Let me say that off top. I'm just hypothesizing here. Don't know Missy. Don't know none of them. Met Pharrell. Whatever. Anyway, she kind of went out of her when she first dropped. No one out here supported her. Like, nobody. Like, whatever. But it's like when she got popular and got steam, everyone's like, oh yeah, she's from Portsmouth.
Yeah. Then you want to claim her.
And it happens all the time out, especially in this area. I think I have another theory on that, but we're not going to get too political into that. But a lot of times when you're from this area, they don't support you coming up. But then when you're big and major, everyone, oh, you know you're from here.
Yeah. Everybody want to have ties to you at that point.
Yeah. You know I used to babysit his dog. Like,
yeah.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that.
No, like,
I'm dead ass though.
No, that's why it's funny. Because it's a fucking serious situation. And that's how it goes.
And for me, y'all know I'm from Oakland originally. It's different in the Bay. Like, and I've said on this podcast before, like, we support our homeboys. Like, I have homeboys albums I've bought and I haven't even opened. And no disrespect, like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, the shit is trash, but you're my homeboy, so I'm gonna support you.
Yeah.
And I wish more people had that mentality. You know what I'm saying? That in California, you can go gold off the state alone.
Of
you know
course.
what I'm saying? Look at people like E40, people that most people outside of the Bay or outside of certain areas never listen to. Yeah. He has a 20 album career.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that if he's not selling records. We need to support each other. Like, and I talk about her a lot, and she'll be up here. Cakes makes cakes. The play on words is there, but she makes food. And when I found this out, the first thing I did is like, what does she make? Because I'm gonna order something.
Yeah.
You support your own.
You have to. That's the only way we can actually thrive and get past a lot of things.
Exactly.
Like, we need to do the second coming of Black Wall Street.
I definitely agree. You know what's funny? This wasn't on the rundown, but I see a lot of times that there's often cities and towns for sale. Mm-hmm. Why don't someone buy that and make it black? Like, I saw recently there's a city in Connecticut for sale for $2.5 million. A city, Like a whole town for sale. You can buy the town. Why don't Hove buy that and this is new whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it happens all the time. I see this more and more often. But what's happening is Japanese companies are coming in and buying it, and now they have a stake with America. I think that's going to be a conspiracy theory of Wade. Haven't seen him in a while. Conspiracy theory of Wade. That's going to be a major thing in the future. You're going to start seeing more people buying more out of countries, buying land here, and owning more of America than we own. And we, black people, built this country. We should buy it.
We built this city.
Basically. And this is an awesome segue. First off, finish with Hove. Listen, I'm not going to talk about the whole interview. Whatever you do, you owe it to yourself to watch the interview. I will tell y'all this with Tidal. And I told you just this in the chat. Tidal has a thing where they release something, and then like a week later, you'll find it on YouTube. So, if you haven't seen it on Tidal, you don't have Tidal, you don't want to get Tidal, or whatever, for whatever the reason, wait a while to be on YouTube, or you can go to Uncut Magazine and see it. But
shameless plug.
It'll be on YouTube or Uncut Magazine.
Shameless plug.
I want to go into a little serious for a moment, and I'm not going to touch on this long because we've talked for Hove for like the last 45 minutes. It's only an hour. It's will be only an hour show. We haven't done an hour show in a long time though. When's the last time we did an hour show? It's supposed to be an hour show.
Early this year.
Yeah, we haven't done it
maybe
in a
like
while.
January, February.
But I want to touch on this thing. The recent I don't want to say rash. The recent uprisings, is that the proper word for it? Revelations. People waking up and taking down the Confederate statues around the country, the monuments to the Confederacy that we're seeing. And once again, if you're not familiar, this podcast is based in Virginia. We're not close to Charlottesville, but this area we're in,
still the fucking Commonwealth.
Still the Commonwealth, still the Confederate, still the South. And there are Confederate monuments everywhere. There was a rally earlier this week. There was a couple of rallies, actually. One in downtown Norfolk, which was close to our old studio location. And then one in Portsmouth, my second hometown. There's rallies. There's actually a rally today in Hampton that I may even go to. I don't know yet. Got my kids. Don't want to say how do we feel. I know how we feel. What do we think about this recent awakening by the country? Because we've been saying this forever.
Yeah.
I actually posted this on my Instagram. It was from a white person. I know that sounds horrible the way I say it, but I can't think of another way to say it.
I mean, that's true.
Like it's in
They're
Germany.
Caucasian.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. In Germany, there's no statues of Hitler, and that's part of their culture. That's part of their history. That Hitler was decidedly German, but there are statues to the victims of what Hitler did. So why do we have shit like Jefferson Davis Highway? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why do we have that here?
I'm about to say, bro, I'm originally from Richmond, born and raised.
The capital of the Confederacy.
Exactly. So Jeff Davis Highway, I am very familiar with it. We have a whole street called Monument Avenue.
And that's where they were protesting earlier this week.
That has nothing but, well, I'm not going to say nothing but. I'll get to the rest of that in a minute. But the majority of statues on there are Confederate generals that, you know, it's funny because growing up in Richmond as a kid, I didn't think twice about it. It was just like, okay, it is what it is. Monument Avenue. The main thing I paid attention to Monument Avenue was, one, it had cobblestone through the whole thing. They wanted to keep it that way because it was historical. And all the houses on Monument Avenue are expensive as fuck.
This is true.
So if you live on Monument Avenue, you got money. But what kind of made me pay attention to it, as far as the underlying theme behind it, was when they wanted to put Arthur Ashe's statue on Monument Avenue. There was a whole big situation, debate, protest, all of that.
I think I remember that.
Because all the rest of the people on Monument Avenue are white Confederate generals.
I do remember that. Yeah.
But you want to put a black tennis player on the same road with him. So I think that was my first time seeing the shadow of the racism and everything in Richmond and in Virginia poke its head out. It's like, no, he hasn't done anything to be on this street. He doesn't deserve that. What do you mean? He was a humanitarian from this city. What do you mean he don't deserve it? And that's really when it showed, like, wow, this is still constant. I mean, like I said, growing up in the area, it's a daily, those are daily sights. So you don't think about it. Like, I went to Robert E. Lee Elementary.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
And it wasn't, as a kid, you know, I'm not thinking about it like, oh, this is a Confederate general. No.
But those things are indoctrinated in you where we're numb to it.
Right.
Like, you couldn't, and this is the only analogy we can use because this seems to be the only analogy people understand. You wouldn't ask a Jewish person to go to Hitler High School. Exactly. But you ask us, black people, to deal with this because it's a part of your history. Well, now you see, and we've been saying this for years. My father said stuff like this, and he's an old man. Now you see it's part of their history too. And they're looking at it a different way.
You're right.
So now you're forcing the rest of America. I said this to my kids, and I'm so happy. And I'm saying, and it sounds funny when I say this, I'm so happy of the Charlotte situation. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm happy, because it had those racist KKK. I'm not calling them whatever they're called.
Neo-Nazis or nationalists.
Not with that shit. You're rebranding. No. You're not Kentucky Fried Chicken to KFC. You know they don't call Kentucky Fried Chicken no more, it's just KFC?
Yeah, because it's not real chicken.
Yeah, no. I'm not calling the Klan something different. The Klan is the Klan. But I'm so happy y'all were marching with Nazis, because what it makes it look like for years, Nazis have always been the epitome of evil.
Exactly.
Like, you can't side with a Nazi. And you just put yourself in the same situation with Nazis. So now America's like, oh, y'all are Nazis? Oh, nah, fuck y'all. Yes, they've been Nazis.
They've been Nazis. It's been homegrown terrorism since day fucking one.
They've been Nazis. But now y'all did it to yourselves. So thank you for being stupid. Fuckers. I got a lot to say about that. Maybe I have my own show on that, because that's forever.
That's a lot.
That's that shit forever.
That is a whole lot, yo, and it's wow. I'm at a loss for words, bro. Because it's finally,
they're finally seeing it.
Yeah, some people that you literally, no matter what you said to them, would not believe you, and they have no choice at this point but to believe it. And it's amazing the shock and awe that some people have at seeing it's like, oh my God, this is really good. What the fuck y'all think we've been talking about for so many years?
Like I said, I'm so glad you aligned yourself with the axis of evil, because now everyone sees how fucking evil you are.
It's terrible.
I'm so happy.
It's so terrible that it took that, the senseless killings of black men by police
for decades
didn't wake anybody up. I'm not gonna say didn't wake anybody up. Let me correct that. It didn't wake the vast majority up. Okay. It took Charlottesville to open a lot of eyes and to see that the alignment of what they're doing goes as far as the White House. That
it took those Klansmen to march without their masks for people to start to understand what we deal with every day.
Right.
Because we've said for years, those people behind masks, they're politicians, they're teachers, they're bank loan officers, they're this. But then when you see them without their mask, and shout out to the Twitter page, yes, you're racist.
Yes.
And they tell you who they are.
Like, give you their name, their occupation, so on and so forth.
These people are actually professors and people worked in banks, people that are in charge of giving you loans for your home or for your business. And you see that now. So now people are finally associating that, hey, guess what? Black people have it hard. No shit. And we're still these magnificent creatures that you shit on every day. So check yourself. There's so much I want to say, but we're running out of time. I do want to get to Chris Brown really quick. So we've been in here for like 2 hours. I know we have. I know.
Oh, and, well.
Yeah, 2 hour podcast. Already missed the 2 hour show. Chris Brown promoting a new album. What's the album called? Midnight over something. I don't know.
The new album?
Yeah, the new album.
All right, give me a second.
Chris is promoting his new album. He just dropped a new video on the website, Uncut Magazine. Make sure you check it out. In promoting the new album, it's supposed to be a double CD, I think. They don't call it
Heartbreak on a Full Moon.
They go Heartbreak on a Full Moon. They don't call it double CDs no more, but it's a double CD. In promoting the new album, he has a documentary coming out. And in the documentary, he actually broke down the night of him and Rihanna. Now, I'm not gonna say it's graphic, and I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm gonna just play it and let y'all be. If you haven't heard it, let me play it for y'all and let y'all be the judge of this. And wow, Instagram took it down.
Yep.
You know, I put it. Yeah, Instagram took it down. So, shit. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Give me a second, y'all. I apologize. I had the audio saved up, and Instagram took the video down. I guess because it was graphic.
It was truth.
It wasn't like he was trying to big himself up. He was just saying what happened. This is what happened.
I don't think I got it.
I'm trying to find it now. They took the whole shit down.
Yeah, because I'm on the Rolling Stone website and it's not up there no more.
They took the whole shit down. Damn, Instagram.
Now I'm just searching, like I'm on the net right now, and they snatched it down from a lot of different sites.
Let me see. I'm so sorry. This is so unprofessional. I've been getting so many compliments lately on how professional we sound. This is so unprofessional. So I apologize, Uncut Nation. Forgive me. But I had this saved up, and it's now deleted. I should have just downloaded it. I got it. I think I got it.
I just want to say thank all the fans. I love you with all my heart. You grew up so fast.
I thought I had it.
No, that's the beginning part.
Damn it. Alright, I guess we're not gonna play it then. If you can find it real fast, we'll play it. But it's a good interview. It's just me being honest, saying exactly what happened. There's a lot of things, if you're from this area especially, you kinda know the story. Like I'm cool with Baby Drew, he still is, I think, Chris's DJ.
Official DJ, tour DJ,
okay.
Yep.
So I've known when it happened. I knew what happened. I was told like immediately, yo, this is what happened. Chill out.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because I used to rock with Drew heavy, like carried his crates, and when I was coming up, that's how I actually met Chris for the first time before Drew even became his tour DJ. Drew had he was on the radio, and he actually interviewed Chris. This was like two weeks before Run It actually dropped, and he interviewed Chris. And after leaving work, you know, we would meet Drew at the radio station, then head to the club. So they was just wrapping up the interview, and Chris came out. He was like, "Hey, you know, how you guys doing? It's nice to meet you. I'm Chris Brown." Shook his hand. We went to the club and everything, and they, like, Drew even had to go down and talk to security to get Chris in the club, because at the time he was 17 and they didn't want to let him in the club.
Right.
So Drew had to explain the situation, like, you know, he's an artist, just finished interviewing him and brought him up here, you know, we're gonna promote the record and everything. So Chris is actually in the club dancing, you know, doing the dances for Run It, and everybody in the club is just looking at him like, who the fuck is this and what the fuck is he doing?
Let's look at him getting
and then, like, a week and a half, 2 weeks later, Run It dropped, and that was it. But I feel like that Chris needed to get that off of him. He needed to finally talk about it and get his side out, because when it happened, everybody was doing interviews with Rihanna, because quote unquote she was the victim.
I think and to quote Jay-Z, you can't heal what you don't reveal, right?
Exactly.
So I think for him to put it out there, and I think this is haunted him since then.
Yeah.
Even though they've both moved on, they've both gotten back together and whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's still I'm saying America, not saying me. We have held that over him.
Right. It's been a black cloud that's been over top of his career since then. So,
and I'm not sympathizing with the, what's the proper word? I can't think right now. I'm not sympathizing with him because he did what he did. You know what I'm saying? And I have daughters and sisters, and I'm no way, shape, or form staying for abusing women in any way, shape, or form. But I'm just saying, for him to start healing from that, it was good for him to and be honest about it.
Yeah.
And we said this before on the podcast, we're big on honesty.
Yeah, and I can be honest about it. Like, I can sympathize with him. I grew up in that type of household where, you know, unfortunately my parents got physical. And because of that, I was like, I'll never put my hands on a female. No, it's happened. I'm not proud of it. It's something that I regret to this day, and I'm never going to forgive myself for it. But it has happened. So for it to have happened to me and to see where he was in his career and it have to happen in the public eye, I'm sure that was a lot to do. Like, he was a teenager at the time.
Yeah.
He's a grown-ass man with a daughter now, and he's just been able to get to a point where he can actually talk about it publicly. It's not something any man is ever proud of.
Yeah.
And from what I know of Chris, he grew up, like, his mom raised him.
Yeah.
Like, even if you go way, way back and watch the Punk'd episode where it was him and his mom out to eat, and Ashton came, like, somebody was disrespecting his mom. Like, they had to stop the episode to calm Chris down because Chris was about to go off. Like, you're not gonna disrespect my mom. So to know that about him, that he has that affinity and that love for his mom, that he'll defend her tooth and nail, for him to have been in a situation where he had to deal with a mistake that he made for his entire, for a moment, and he had to deal with it for like the rest of his life, and he's been slandered and so on and so forth continuously about it. For him to actually speak about it, I think that took a lot of strength, and it took a lot of weight off of him. I know it was pretty recent. I want to say it was this year when Lil Mama said something about it, where they were talking about it. Lil Mama was like, you know, people still criticize Chris for that, and, you know, still badger him and hang that over his head. Like, he made a mistake. Like, why can't we accept the fact he made a mistake and move on from it? Like, it's nothing that he's done since then.
Right.
And more than likely he learned from it. And
this is true.
It's one of those situations where I feel like he kind of had to walk with his head down to a certain degree because he was shamed so much about it. So I was happy to see that he was able to actually speak about it. Now, regardless how anybody else feels about it, how they responded to it and was like, oh, you know, he just doing that to promote the album, whatever. Like, I don't care whether the nigga got an album out or not. Like, at the end of the day, he has come to grips with a mistake that he made that nobody else seems to want to forgive him for. But the first thing is he had to find a way to forgive himself, and I think that was the first step of him doing that.
Yeah, I think I'm glad he did it. I think it also shows that people can heal from those things, because a lot of times when things like this happen, and once again, I'm a father of 2 girls, I'm a big brother, I have little sisters, all that good stuff. Love women. I love black women. I love women to the tremendous expoints as much as you can. But I think a lot of times when those things happen, with celebrities especially, those things hang over their career like forever.
Right.
And I think you have to take into account that Chris is young. When it happened, he was young. He's very young. And there was other things involved, and he didn't understand what he's going through. I think the universe has a funny way of doing that because, okay, you did that, and now you have a daughter.
Right.
So now I think that changes a man as well. I've always said that me having my daughters was the best thing for me because it completely changed how I was and how I've never been in a situation where I've struck a woman. But I think because I have little sisters and I'm close with my sisters, I've never been in a situation. And I think, I'm not saying it can't happen. It could happen tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Stuff happens. There's never a reason to hit someone, but you never know what happens. You never say what you're capable of doing because you never know until you're in that situation. But I'm just happy for Chris. As a fan of Chris, my homeboy, VA, all that good stuff, I'm happy for him, and I hope he gets to move on. We do want to start wrapping up. I do want to talk about, first off, next week is somebody's birthday. Jesus' birthday is next week. We got to figure out what we're doing for it because also
I'm trying to go skydiving, paintballing, something.
I don't know what you're talking about. The irony of all this is next week is also the 1 year anniversary of this podcast. We have been rocking for a year now.
Yeah.
Now the numerology is off because we've missed episodes. So where it should be episode 52, it's actually gonna be like episode 44, which is still cool.
Yeah, we still rock with that.
So episode 44 will be the 1 year anniversary of this podcast. I'm gonna try to get a video camera in here to tape the entire episode. Hopefully we can get everybody here. It may be an extra long podcast because it's been a year, and I want to like go back through our year and talk about things we've been through and how we've grown for the year. We have things coming up with other podcasts locally. I'm talking to other people. We have something else that's going on. I can't really talk about too much, but global. Shout out to stuff from Baller Alert. I just told y'all everything, but still, shout out to her. But I do want to thank every one of you who subscribe, who hit me up on my inbox and tell me that we were hilarious, or tell me that you listen to the podcast, or hit me up when there's not an episode and say, where's the episode? I appreciate y'all so much. I'm going to get more into this stuff next week with the anniversary because I think it's very fitting to talk about it. But I just want to let y'all know I do appreciate y'all so much, man. You don't know how much I give of myself of this podcast. 'Cause I'm very introverted. I'm very asocial. And it took me a lot to do this podcast, to do episode 1. It took me like a year to get up the strength to do the first episode. So for us to be a year in this is a big, big thing. So shout out to y'all, Uncut Nation, because without y'all, we couldn't do it. So make sure you tell everybody listen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So you want to talk about new music, or because we've been talking forever?
That's fine.
Okay.
I mean, we ain't got to jump in detail about it because I haven't got a chance to adequately listen to it. I give y'all my reviews and feedback on the next episode.
Yeah.
But a lot's streaming right now. ASAP Ferg, Still Starving.
Yeah.
I think it's pronounced a mini anime. Good For You. Let's see. Davies dropped his Def Jam debut, Paranoia, True Story.
I was just listening to that on my way in.
Yeah, I was actually listening to No Malice. He finally released his project, Let the Dead Bury the Dead.
I want to say something about that really quick. I listened to No Malice, and I think he gets a bad rap because of the quote-unquote Christian angle, but you can't really tell. Like, I mean, there's, of course, biblical overtures, I would say, but it's good music, and me as who I am, I'm cool with it. It sounds like Malice. I mean, I know it's No Malice, but it sounds like Malice. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah, it's I noticed in the first couple of songs, like his delivery, he changed a little bit. Like he plays with his voice a lot more. But it was a track that came on. It's called Jesus something. I can't remember the exact title. That just sounds like regular, what you remember from Malice when he was one half of the clips.
Yeah.
And the beat is just crazy on that shit. I didn't get through the whole project yet, so
I mean,
but that's definitely something that I want to hear because I've been waiting for it. With the promotional clips and everything that's been coming out. Shout out to Batman, because he helps put that out there heavy.
Yeah, definitely. I will say that So Woke, which is the lead single right now, the video is incredible. If you haven't seen it, it's Uncut Magazine, of course. I will say, and I'm nitpicking here. I would have preferred someone else's vocals on the hook just to deviate from, listening. Because I think just hear his voice throughout the entire song kind of dulls a listener. Just a different vocal set on the hook would have made it a little better. That's just me. I'm A&R on projects.
Yeah.
I'm back to A&R.
I'm about to say, because you got what, two that we got in the works now.
Yeah,
from last episode.
We got Fine China. A&R that. Speaking of which, Bae, shout out to her for her dolls, the China dolls.
Oh, Lord.
If you haven't heard my Bae, Black China, who's Bae, has her new dolls, like Barbie dolls. They're called China dolls. Make sure you cop one. Cop 4. Tell her, Wade, son. She knows me. I follow her on Instagram. She knows who I am. That's Bae. About A&R her project.
Anyway,
I want to put this out there because I've said this to myself for years, but now I have a platform to say this. I don't know why, and I know why, but I don't know why Push and Malice are not working together anymore. I mean, they're brothers, yeah. And I know what Malice said about type of music, but I don't see why they can't do what they do together on one track.
I'm about to say at least one song, like a Devil's Advocate track or a Mirror type track.
Here's my idea. I'm A&R projects.
Okay.
A&R Wade. Why can't you do like Malice gives a scripture at the beginning of the song and Push raps? Malice don't even have to rap. He gives, like Pulp Fiction. The scripture that I can't think of his name right now. The scripture that Samuel gives. Mm-hmm. Why can't Malice give that? Who harms my brother, and I shall strike down with glorious that's phenomenal. Push has a song called "What Dreams Are Made Of." Mm-hmm. If you imagine, if you would, the beginning of that, you give that scripture. Malice gives that scripture and let Push go. That's all you have to do. And just the hype of it, Pusha T featuring Malice. That's the lead single for King Push. Boom. Why can't you do that? You let Malice stay in his lane, do what he do, give some biblical shit, and let Push go. Maybe A&R project.
Maybe it was because Malice wanted to focus on his project at the moment. Maybe we can get that later.
I mean, I know,
in my wave voice, Push, Malice, holla at us.
Exactly, holla at us. We're A&R projects. That was loud. Check my audio. I don't see why not. And I know Malice has said, I know what they said. Malice said he doesn't want to make music to tear apart his people. I got that. Commendable. Woo, that's your brother. One track, you doing what you do, he does what he does. I don't see why it can't work. But that's just me. Anyway, continue streaming. I just always thought, I don't see why that can't work.
I believe we'll get it eventually. I think both of them have to be in the clear headspace for them to do it.
I want my credit, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's not... when you step away from something, you don't automatically just put yourself right back in the situation. Right. Until you've mastered and conquered your demons from it, so to speak. Who else? Where was that? East, Eli Sostre. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Sleep is for the Weak. Gunplay dropped a new joint called The Fix Play. Cat named Locksmith dropped the album called Olive Branch. Sean Price dropped his new joint, Emperor's Rex. Go ahead.
Yeah, Sean, I mean, posthumously, because Price passed away. I have that.
Yeah.
Sean Price, it's dope. Make sure you get that. Bars.
I haven't figured out how to pronounce his name correctly. Rotimi.
Oh yeah, from
Rotimi.
Power.
Yeah, from Power. Jeep Music Volume 1.
Yeah, I saw that.
Ace Hood dropped his project, Trust the Process, officially independent at this point. For the millennial babies, Kodak Black dropped the project, Baby 2. Mozzie dropped.
Bay.
Yeah. And Phora, Phora, dropped a project called Yours Truly Forever. Now, as I said, a lot of them I haven't been able to listen to as of yet because I was downloading them between yesterday and the day before, but I haven't had an opportunity to actually sit down with my music. So I'm going to do that throughout the week while I'm working, etc. And I'll be able to give y'all some more feedbacks. But I'm definitely looking forward to listening to a lot of it.
Yeah. That Dave East project is dope. I was listening on my way in. He has a song with Nas, but not really a song. Nas is not really rapping, or he's talking to the intro and the outro. But it's a dope. And I'm a Nas fan, so that's how I got familiar with Dave East through Nas.
Right.
So I'm definitely feeling it. Make sure you cop that. Make sure you cop the So Woke No Malice VA. And that's it. Just it's good music out there. Make sure you get it. It's a music podcast, so cop music. Ari, feel better.
Please, baby.
Love you and miss you.
Definitely
feel better. Send your love and support to Ari through various social media channels. Hope she feels better soon.
Yep.
You can give out your social before we get out of here.
Well, one other thing before we get out of here. Rest in peace to Dick Gregory.
Definitely, I was going to end with that, but yeah, I was going to end instead of doing the end as always. I was going to do that. Okay. But yeah, rest in peace to Dick Gregory.
Yeah, certainly.
My God, for my life, and I mean he's 84 years old. Was 84. I've known of Dick Gregory and appreciated his works throughout. Like I said, my father was very active in, I want to say just pro-black stuff. That's the best way I can put it without getting too deep into it. So I've been familiar with Dick Gregory for my entire essence of my time being here. So we lost him yesterday. And I don't want to say we lost him because he's 84 years old. He lived a wondrous life. But it was just time for him to go. Rest well, man. Job well done.
Yeah.
He's definitely one of those people, if you believe in heaven and such, that when you come to the gates, that the Creator is saying, job well done.
Yeah, welcome.
You know what I'm saying? Allah is saying, bless you, welcome home, son. Rest. So definitely rest in peace to Dick Gregory. Social.
Twitter, Instagram, _G_LI. Facebook, agr.gli. And Snap, agr.g.
Make sure you follow Ariel as well. Ariel, my goodness, Anderson on Facebook. Honey Dip replaced the E's with 3s.
And you used to give a shit about it. That's how you remember it.
Yeah, because you divide 2 + 1 and 7. I don't know. Remainder 6, and you get her name. But follow her. Send her love. Send her love. She's going through a lot. It's something new to me that I haven't heard of before. But as her being my friend, and we've done this for a year, so we've become very, very close. And I've known her before the podcast. I see the effects that it has on her, on my friend, on my little sister. So wish her well, wish her better. As far as me, of course, I am, as I said earlier, the Wade Blogs. Leave me alone on Xbox, you fuckers. Madden just came out. If you're on Xbox, Madden is out. I'm taking names. Raiders can't see me. Oh, you know what? Pause that.
Oh, Lord.
I want to say this. Colin Kaepernick protests.
Yes.
Not watching NFL. I will say to this point, I have not watched an NFL game. Have not watched an NFL game at all. I don't know if I am, because I don't know if that's enough. I feel like we need to do more. But I haven't done any NFL anything. I haven't watched Sports Center. I haven't done any of that shit.
When it gets to the point that it's affecting their bottom line,
yeah,
not watching the games means their viewers are not up, which means they're going to have an issue with their sponsors and their advertisement. Not buying any NFL merch is, of course, going to affect the bottom line. At the end of the day, I really feel some type of way about the fact that Kaepernick took a stance quote unquote, took a stance because about what was going on with injustices, and because of that, he pretty much lost his job.
Yeah.
And the people that he stood up for aren't standing up for him. That's very sad. That's very, very sad. And if you're of the mindset that, oh, me not watching the game isn't going to do anything, or me not buying this NFL jersey is not going to do anything. If you're of that mindset, you're part of the fucking problem.
Yeah, I've said, like I said, this year, I mean, it's just preseason. I'm being very honest with y'all. It's just preseason, so I don't really care about these games anyway. When the real season starts, I don't know. I want to, super pro black here, I want to be a part of this, and I want to show my appreciation, not just for Colin Kaepernick, but for all those that came before us, because I look at it as he's just another in the line, in the legacy of us. You understand? So I want to do that. But I don't know what else to do, because I feel that's not enough. I feel like that's not enough. It has to be more. Like me just not, and be honest, the life I live doesn't give me a lot of time to watch football. I love football, but it's just the life I do shit. So I don't know if that's enough. You know what I mean? I own a Raiders shirt. Big deal. I'm a huge Raiders fan. If you listen to the podcast, you know that I'm from Oakland. Huge Raiders fan. But haven't watched the game yet, and I don't know if I am, but I feel like we need to do more. So shout out to Colin Kaepernick, Nessa. I see you. I always shout out to Nessa. Everybody, my Hot 97 fam who still fuck with me after the Flex episode. Y'all still fuck with me after the Flex episode. And that's really it, man. Make sure you follow Uncut Magazine as well. Follow the Words with Wade podcast on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. All that good stuff. Next week is going to be, if you thought this episode was going to be this long, next episode, 1 year anniversary. We love and support y'all. And anything else?
Happy birthday to me. I'm accepting gifts all week.
Send nudes to G. Inbox him. Accepting gifts. It's funny that all our birthdays are like right behind each other.
Right behind each other.
Or it was June, I'm July, and you're August. It's hilarious. But that's just our chemistry. Tell G happy birthday.
Please do.
Show him love. And next week, 1 year anniversary, man. We love y'all.
And we in here.
And as always, you may agree with what we said. You may not agree with what we said. One thing you can't agree with.
What's that?
So we keep it uncut.
Uncut.
Until next time, y'all. Catch you on the internet.
Cheer.
Thanks for listening to the Words with Wade podcast. Make sure you follow us online using the hashtag WordsWithWade.